Good morning. My name is Kim. Welcome. We're going to do a quick get ready. Today is a long day for me. I'm on my way out. I usually work from home, but today I have to go into the office. So I had to take my cannula off, which is my oxygen. I'm going to do something very quick. I'm only going to use a primer, some powder, and Rain Cure some eyebrows on. I just want to show you that sometimes, I'm going to take my glasses off. Sometimes you don't want to put on a full face. You just want to cover up the dark spots or whatever and just make your face look breathable or just one complexion. You don't want to go out with this. Nothing wrong with it. I just don't feel like doing it today. I'm going to use some moisturizer. I'm going to use this Clinique. This is what I can grab a hold of really quick. A lot of people, I'm gonna be honest, when I watch people use the powder, and the powder that I'm using today is the Fenty Beauty, and it is in 410. I use it quite a bit. I keep it in my purse, actually. It looks lighter than what it is. I see a lot of people, if I'm gonna put a powder on and I'm supposed to do a light coverage or no makeup look, I'm not going through all the concealer up under the eyes and this and that. I'm not doing it. Now, I will moisturize my face because my face is going, sometimes it's dry, sometimes it's oily. I will use a powder. I will use the powder. I will use some Laura Mercier. And the reason why is if anyone knows a family member that has a cannula, which is the nasal up under the nose, and you can tell where the makeup is rubbing off right through here, I found a trick that kind of works for me. I'm going to use I usually use the hydrating with the powder just so I don't look dry. And I'm running out, and I'm just using the Fenty. Now, to be honest, some of these primers, you can use a drugstore powder, Maybelline, Milani, Revlon, Black Opal. Any powder that you can find that works for you will be okay. Sorry, got a hair. Will be okay. I'm seeming like I'm rushing, because I am. I'm always rushing. I just shake some out. And then I have a paper towel sitting here. I use a damp sponge. Make sure I don't have a lot of water in it. I'm looking in the mirror if I keep looking off, because I'm trying to see what I'm doing. It gives me a little bit more coverage. It does have a color in it. It's supposed to be translucent, but it still gives me a little extra coverage. Now, as you see, I don't have very many eyebrows. So what I'm going to use, I'm going to put my eyebrows on first and then clean them up. Now, I will attempt to do that. My eyebrows are not sisters. They're distant cousins. Twice removed. What I'm using today is something I received out of Boxy. Out of BoxyCharm. It is the Brow Styler. You don't have to go out and buy anything that expensive. As you can see, this is something that I received. I think this is a Rimmel. Yep. Rimmel. I use this mug to the T. I did receive a ColourPop. I done used that one up. It's thin. And I do have, now the Brow Styler has a angle tip. And then on the other side, it has powder. So it has the wax on one side, and then you can fill it in with the powder. This one is empty. I just pulled it out because with that brow styler, I don't have a brush. Don't have very many. Don't have anything to really brush. I don't cut them off to draw them back on. My mama marked me this way. She didn't have very many. She wasn't one that had a lot of eyebrows. Excuse me, I'm gonna use this smaller mirror because I don't want it to be too in the way. And I washed my face with some Olay, and I cleaned it off, but I didn't take any makeup remover, so some of that wax is still there, and it's actually making it seem as though I have more brows than what I actually do. Let's see what they're gonna look like today. And I just go upward, making hair-like strokes in a hurry. This is the quickest and easiest because I'm not doing all that concealer on my under eye and if I'm gonna put on a powder and I have to do all that to fix a powder or a tint, I might as well put on a full face of makeup. I do not have time for that. I was gonna do my brows before I pushed record, but with me rushing, got a little shorter brush, so I sat my butt down. I didn't do that. So now, trust, yes, they're wide, but I'll fix it. I got like a 5 head, so I think I'll be trying to draw some brows on where to take up some of that space. And see, this is why I don't do it with foundation on, because if I mess up, I can easily wipe it off without messing up my foundation. I don't have time for that. For those that are able to do so, God bless your ministry. God bless your ministry. Now on this side, I'm gonna be honest, this brow is gonna be covered up because I always wear my hair. Most people put the part on the left. I wear mine on the right, which I've cut it off. I didn't want to curl it. And then I think some of my medication is messing with my hair, so I lost my hair before, so, and then I just kept cutting it. And that is totally fine with me. Until that cold air hit my scalp and I forget. I went over a friend's house. I was sitting there and her vents are up in the ceiling. And she turned it on and I had just got my hair done. And I was like, I done this. Ooh, my scalp cold. And I looked up like, girl, you ain't got no hair. That's why it's cold. So, and as you see, yes, they are wide. Don't trip, don't trip. I'm just going to use this, this is the size of it. Just to fill it in. It's like a powder. I just want to see. I did it before one day. My brows were so pretty. I was like, ooh. But I didn't do it again. You know, they never turn out the same. Yes, people say, why don't you go ahead and have them, I don't know if they call them tattoo, microblade, microderm, micro something. And I was like, I keloid. I don't know what that entails. I think about it every once in a while. I don't even have a tattoo. I got stretch marks, but I ain't got no tattoo. I do not have a tattoo, so I'm a little weary. Now, I have had them tinted before, and he did a really good job. I just had to bring them in with a lighter pencil in the front. But as far as everything else, it was cool. But the only problem that I had is I wash my face a lot, and I rub all kind of crap on my face to get makeup off. So it didn't work very well. So what I'm doing is I'm just going through so it doesn't look so harsh. And then I bring them forward to kind of lighten it out. Once again, you do not have to use Namer. You could do the same thing with a $2 pencil. If I did not receive this in a kit or in one of my monthly subscriptions, I have brought it before, but I only buy stuff when I can get VIB or what is it? The 21 days of Ulta, stuff like that. That's the only time I actually buy it. Now, the concealer that I'm using is I have one in Cappuccino, and it's by Too Faced. And this is the color. And then I have one in Nutmeg. And Nutmeg is what I'm going to use, and it's by Too Faced. That's what I'm going to use today. I don't want to use Cappuccino. I try to use whatever I can that I could try to blend out really quickly. I'm just using a flat. It's really an eyeshadow brush, but I use it as a concealer brush. These brushes, you can use a brush for whatever you want to use. You pay for it, you can use it the way you want to. Okay. If I'm breathing, you can hear me breathing hard. Hey, excuse me. I'm gonna wait and see if I want to. So what I do, I go up under here, and then I try to clean it up as much as possible. And then I start cutting them down if I need to with the concealer. And if you bring it forward, kind of help you straighten up that line sometimes. Yep, I'm gonna straighten them up as much as possible. If y'all hear Alexa yelling at me, I had to put myself on a timer. Make sure you just dap off a little bit. I know it looks crazy, right? I know my hand is probably in the way, but it's the way I have to position because I can only see in certain angles. And then if I mess up, like I just did, sometimes I just take a smaller you could take the same one, but the one that I'm using is a little wider. And now I'm going to actually take the concealer brush that I actually use, or a fluffy brush. This is what you get when you're rushing, child. Fluffy brush. But for me, that take too long. Now, if you already had eyebrows and your eyebrows are already arched, I suggest you use a, they have like, this is once again one of the little, they have like clear little brow gels, and you can brush your brows in the direction that they need to go, and you're good to go. You don't have to do all this, but I'm gonna be honest, with my hair being short on one side and different things like that, I have to, I ain't gonna say I feel, I like to go ahead and put some brows on, because I'll just be barefaced. Now, what I'm doing is, since I do have some discoloration, and this eye is it's damaged from my accident from decades ago. So as you can see, you see how dark it is? And then this one is a little bit more puffier. It's gonna always be different from this eye. So what I'm doing is, I'm just taking this same concealer. Now, when I say I'm not trying to, now it's a difference when using concealer just to cancel out darkness. But when I was talking about using concealer, I'm not trying to highlight, and I had this little line on my nose. I'm not trying to highlight and contour up under a powder. Honey, I ain't got time for that. I just want to put something on and go. And then this eye, I have to be careful because it'll start tearing on me. And my tears don't go down, they go up and around. So I have to be a little bit more delicate with this one. I'm not trying to do all that for, they say no makeup look, but they do 99 steps, I swear. And I'm like, honey, I ain't got time. But once again, now I will take this and soften it out around my eye. Now, this powder gonna trick you. Now you see, I just take me a brush and I go from the inward out. And you see how it has color. It's not as light as what you think. And what we're using powder, that's the reason why I like to use hydrating, a hydrating primer, is so I don't look just dry. Now, I gotta get my ear and up underneath my 6 chins. Now, make sure you always kind of, especially if your neck and stuff is a different color. Now, my lighting is not the best because I did not turn it all on. I don't have time. but you can tell this side. And then the concealer that I put on my eye kind of gives me a highlight up under my eyebrow. So and then I can fix that with the pad. It comes with a little pad or whatever. I can fix it if I want to. By the time I put my glasses on, I won't care. Now, if I use the pad, I think I get more coverage with the pad. But once again, I'm not looking to have a full beat face. I just want to smooth it out. Shadows get me. Shadows get me a lot. I'm gonna have to figure out a different way to record because it makes it kind of difficult. Because I got this thing behind me. And I was too lazy to pull out the ring light. Yeah, I tapped it over my brows just to try to get some of that concealer that I put on top of my brow. Hold on. This is the MAC Prep and Prime. Almost out. This helps take away some of that powdery look. Take my... Oh, shoot. Hey, I'm done. I might want to now, if you want to put a little color on, I'll probably use this color right here. Just to give myself a little color. Look like I'm blushing. Now, if you really wanted to, you could take that same thing and just dust it over your eye. When I say Kimberly is in a hurry, Kimberly is in a hurry. Throw my clothes on and be out the door. Put a little lip gloss on because I'll be a little dry at the mouth. Now this, I love this lip gloss. It's a lip oil. It's by Cab. Don't know. Once again, $3. I got it from BoxyCharm. If you just want to put a pencil on, I brought a whole bunch of these, trying to imitate Max Chestnut. And it came with like, I want to say like 60 or 80 pencils in there. Should have did this before I put the lip gloss on, but hey. I'm not curling nothing. Now, if you want to go ahead and do all the highlighting and all this other stuff, feel free. Go ahead. But what I did, Alexa, stop. My time is up. When I say I was going to cover up the eyebrow, the only thing you're going to see is the front. That's the only thing you see. Looking for my glasses. Thank you. If you found this helpful, you can see that you don't have to go through a lot, especially if you're like, I don't know how to do all this foundation. Just start off with the basics. Start off with a powder, some brows, a little blush, lip gloss, and graduate and just keep moving up. Don't stress yourself out about it. You can use any type of powder. Trust and believe. Yes, I do have Fit Me. One is in 30, and this is more of a, as you can see through here, a highlighting shade, and then this is more of my skin tone. You can use any powder that you would like. Thank you so much. Thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, share and like. Thank you. Have a good day.